Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Ready or Not. Today is another special video, as today was actually the release of the new update for the early backers. So it's not available to everyone yet. It will be in a couple of weeks, but for now all the people who basically supported the Kickstarter for this game have got access to the new update, and it is a big one. First of all, you might notice already we have a slightly different loadout screen here. That is not all, by far. There is a new armor system that I need to check out how it works, but I already think I figured it out. For example, we have light armor, heavy armor, it has 15 slots, light armor, no armor. These come with different weights, so different speeds at which you can move, but on top of that we also have the coverage. We could say we don't want armor in the light armor, which basically turns light armor into no armor. It's kind of interesting. You could do front only, so that you only have protection from fire towards the front, or you can have front and back, so you have protection from the rear as well. Yeah, different things like that. And then you have the different materials as well. You have Kevlar, ceramic and steel. Now, this could come with a slightly better description of what it affects exactly, but of course, yeah, one is more durable than the other, but also weighs more. That is essentially what it comes down to. As for munitions, we have AP. We could go for several AP armor-piercing magazine rounds, and I guess you could add some other ones as well. I don't know exactly how you would switch between, but you have a maximum of 4, so you need to switch between them. Yeah, that is something I need to look at in more detail in the future. Meanwhile, 2 maps that were previously white box maps have been finished and have got the complete art overhaul, as well as we have 3 new white box maps. One is Agency. It just pops up. I don't know where all of these are. And we have Ridgeline, and that one also seems pretty new. That one is the farm, Port Hoken, Hospital. There we go. Hospital is the other new white box map. Now, the existing maps, we have the Wenderley Hills Hotel, of course, the gas station, 213 Park Homes, Prism Nightclub. This one is now finished, pretty much. And we have the Vol Health House, which is also finished. This would be an interesting one to check, I think. But maybe it's better to go through one of the older ones, because this update also comes with a ton of new animations, which only play on certain maps so far. So I think if we go back to the older ones, we'll have a higher chance of running into them. More significantly, however, is the fact that AI, or suspects, will now be able to take cover practically everywhere. They can even hide under tables, they can hide in closets, they can fake being dead and you just get up behind you. They can even commit suicide if they think that their situation is hopeless and there's no way out and they don't want to be captured alive. And you can even block the suicides from happening as well if you're quick enough. But it's going to be very interesting. I think what we want to do here is we'll go with, well, Brisa Cove is an existing one as well. But let's do 213 Park Homes. We'll do Barricaded Suspects. And we'll, of course, be playing with single player here with AI, Team AI, which also have a slight overhaul. Now, what is really interesting with the armor plate system as well is it doesn't necessarily slow you down. Everyone apparently has the same top speed, but it takes you longer to reach the top speed and it takes you longer to slow down. So if you're going top speed and you want to slow down, that's going to probably be a little bit problematic.
Entry team, suspects
Oh, this is new.
refuge in the area and are refusing
Copy
to
that.
cooperate.
Falling in.
Move in.
That is pretty new. That is cool. I especially like that we have the view of the city in the back. Of course, the moon shining down over here, but we now have a properly view-blocked entrance into this map. Previously, it could happen that a suspect would spawn in the yard and they would have an immediate view of you and you'd be in combat immediately, which was not great. So this at least makes sure that you have a slightly protected entrance. Let's turn on the flashlight here. We do need to be careful because there were suspects with knives previously, but they also have had an AI overhaul, and they will be sneaking around a lot more. They will try to wait until you're super close and then spring a surprise attack on you. I'm curious if we can actually go around the right hand side here, but no, we still cannot. That was never the case previously, but I thought maybe that's another little update they made to the map. But yeah, if you're very noisy, they will have more time to prepare an ambush for you. So that will make things significantly more difficult. So it is quite important to be silent for as long as you can and spring the perfect attack. Now, this has had a significant overhaul, it seems. It seems quite moody in here now in a way that it wasn't really before. I like that. First of all though, a tactic I like to do on this particular map is I like to block off this this door over here so that at least people won't be able to run away from me along the back. So once we have cleared and secured this main area in the house, I can be pretty sure it's going to stay that way. Well, so far, this seems pretty clear. There's another door.
Drop your weapon and get your hands up!
Push through
Arms
that door.
outstretched.
Come on. Oh,
Roger.
Jesus.
Closing the door.
No, I don't want you to close the door.
Closing it now.
Alright, they removed the fence here. This was another small side area. And that little side area has disappeared. Now it just goes straight into the backyard. And that is interesting. Alright, so this is not necessarily a place I want to be.
Move over there.
I want my guys to move towards the back, in the direction we came from.
Copy. Closing it now.
Huh. That is interesting. That did not quite work out the way they thought it would. But let's see. They don't have wedges. I think I need to... give them a new loadout then, I guess. Alright, so we cannot go with my favorite tactic of wedging doors. This guy got shot. He didn't move through the door and allowed his team to pass. So that is something they still need to work on. Aggressive entering and clearing. Let me do one final check to see if there is no trap on this door. There is probably a new trap as well, which is a shotgun trap, which you need to look for. If you see 4 bolt holes on the door itself, that is indicative of a shotgun being screwed onto the front door, and opening it means this is opened as well. I don't like that one bit, but it means that there's a shotgun on the other side. If you trigger it, you're just going to get shot in the chest if you're standing in front of it.
Drop it now!
Oh, and we also have a new...
Drop the weapon now!
Oh, and she took cover.
Hands up!
This is the new cover system at work, and apparently I don't have grenades either. I need to fix my loadout. Oh, she shoots the walls as well. Alright, this is significantly more difficult.
Drop your weapon!
Wow, she's very drugged up. What the hell? Very drugged up. We have
Make them secure.
new models for different maps as well. This one clearly is a meth lab, so we have some meth heads. It's quite interesting.
DOA.
And we can restrain dead bodies as well. Now, if we know that they're dead, that's not going to solve anything. I know this one is dead because I shot her, so that won't do anything for us here. But like I said earlier, these guys can pretend being dead. And when they do, yeah, that's just a whole different ballgame. Oh yeah, we don't have the wedges. I keep wanting to do that, but I can't. Got AP. Now, I haven't checked it out properly yet because I'm too busy scanning the environment, but the police officers have a new walking animation as well.
Drop the weapon now!
Oh, that's a knife. He's got a knife.
Drop it now!
Done fucking around, okay?
Restrain targets.
He might pick it back up. I need to keep an eye on him. There we go. Oh, these guys also have new models. This guy has a shirt.
Die slow, bitch.
Alright, he is kind of blocked.
Make him secure.
That is new. That wasn't like that before.
On my 6.
See if you can fall back in.
Stay where you
Now
are.
this is also, of course, why this is not the main release quite yet, and we have early access to it. We are not supposed to just get access earlier than everyone else.
Roger.
We're also kind of like a testing group. Right? And the testing group is there to make sure that we find these mistakes and allow them to fix these mistakes before it goes out to the general public, and the general public starts crying out loud about like how this update broke everything and things like that.
Hands up. Drop your knees.
Now this is also new. We have fabric physics, so that is something interesting as well. When you push through this, that kind of animates. That's kind of cool. Little detail, but nice. Well, maybe not entirely significant, but pretty cool. Alright, so we have the girl in her room. Now we have some music playing here as well. Doesn't seem like there's a suspect in there. Wait, did that go correctly? Yeah, it did. This map is significantly darker than it used to be. It's hard to tell if there's a trap on this door, but it doesn't seem like it. I also don't really see anyone in here, but they might be hiding in the closet, for example. We don't really know. And of course we can peek the door to make sure there is no trap. Walk around to the left. This room is clear.
Civilian is alive, but unresponsive.
Talk to
This
entry
is still a thing where that's coughing blood. It's just kind of creepy, but it doesn't have. She doesn't have sounds yet, so that minimizes the impact a little bit, I'd have to say. Here we go. A suspect is unfortunately right behind the door. I'm not a big fan of that, so we'll have a blue team
Move to my
move
front.
to here.
Roger. On the move.
We'll have a red team fall in and
Post up
stack
and
up
cover.
on that door.
Affirmative.
Hey, where's blue
It's
team
locked.
going?
How do we proceed?
Provide cover.
Going and gone.
It's kind of weird that the other guy is standing here. Let's see, yeah, pick
Pick
the
the
lock.
lock.
Equipping multi-tool.
Also, of course, the fact that there's
Doors
a
open
child
already
in
when
a
you
math
are.
lab is just kind of horrible, but anyway. Nobody has any
Through the
grenades
door
of
and
any
clear.
kind.
Moving up.
So there's no way for us to... oh, come on. Yeah, these guys need to work on their maneuvering a little bit.
Dropping light stick.
Alright, so the layout of this changed a little bit as well. This used to be an open closet where people could hide. That is no longer the case. That is interesting. Or maybe that is a variation that has changed. Well, let me see if this guy moved to a different location. No, he did not. He's still right about there. And I'm curious if I could sneak up on this guy if I carefully peek.
Someone.
Nope. Nope.
to entry team.
Alright. Alright then. Retry with a different mission and an actual loadout this time. Alright, so a quick look has taught me that we actually should click on this area, the munitions area. We have some extra slots here that were empty and I didn't really pay attention to them. But if we click on that, we have the added slots. We have tactical, grenades, etc. A maximum of 4. That actually doesn't change. But if we click on this itself, we get a little rundown of everything we can take. So we already looked at the magazines, you know, the ammo, the taser cartridges, all of that. We looked at that before. What I missed was the grenade slot and the deployable slot. So, yeah, I'll take along the maximum of 4 flashbangs and I'll take a door wedge. As for the headwear, we have anti-flash goggles. I'm okay with that. Now at the top here, we can switch between all the different people in our team. So, this guy looks like he had some throat trauma. But we can basically decide what they are taking. So this guy has an M4, a G19. Maybe we could turn that into a taser, so he could taser some people. As for grenades, we'll give him flashbangs. He can take 2. He'll take C2. Yeah, that's okay for him. We'll go to Bravo. Takes a little while to load in, but that is okay. No taser cartridges, sidearm ammunition, yeah, okay. This is kind of weird that this is in there. I don't know why, because he has nothing like that selected. He has the breaching shotgun. That is good. As for grenades, we could go with Stinger grenades, right? And he'll take 2. As for deployables, the other guy already had C2 explosives, but I like my door wedges. I'll keep that for this guy. Oh, wrong button. And that is Alpha Bravo taken care of. And that will go for Charlie and Delta as well. Alright, so now that that is done, we'll go through one more mission and it will play a smaller map just to get through it a little bit quicker. The 4U gas station barricaded suspect situation. This also was updated for the new animations. So, alright. So I took along...
Suspects have a foothold in this area and they're refusing to cooperate.
On your
Entry team,
6.
you are cleared to proceed with the mission.
And the lighting on this is really good. But anyway, I took along a different weapon. This is the MK1. I've got a different sight on top of it as well. I forgot the name already, but yeah. I think most of these maps have had a bit of an art overpass. They look a bit different from how I remember. There seems to be more car cover here as well. That is a bit of a weird problem.
Wounded civilians stable and prepped for evac.
Talk reporting.
We have an open door already.
Hands up!
Right, I've got a civilian. I need to slow this right down now that we have an open door. Still plenty of angles over here.
Hands up! Do it now!
Running civilian.
Drop it now! Get closer! Come here! Drop it now!
Wow. This is definitely, like I saw him going for cover, I kind of wanted to see it. I underestimated how quickly he could look around the corner and fire.
Restrained targets.
But this is definitely going to make things a fair amount more interesting, for sure. Right, that guy is not faking. That guy is definitely not faking being dead. A gunshot close to his throat. You don't fake those jokes.
Fall in. Make him secure.
It seems the AI has some problems with actually restraining these
This
people
is
right now.
protocol.
Second time I've asked someone to do it, there's no small hallway obstructing them from doing it.
Cuffed and ready for trailers.
This is talk. Copy entry team.
Falling
Notifying
behind me.
trailers.
So I'll have to tie up
Moving into
everyone
your
myself
position.
for now, I think. It seems to be a continuing problem.
Hands up! Do it now!
Got another civilian. This one doesn't run away. Plenty of open doors. Not a big fan of that. Oh. There's a downed suspect over here. I wonder how.
Calm down.
We didn't shoot him.
Please, I just want to go home.
Civilians standing by for trailers.
Did this one commit suicide, perhaps?
Great
Civilian
work,
is
entry
alive
team.
but
No, that is a
unresponsive.
civilian.
Talk
Oh,
reporting.
there's someone in here.
Get down! I wanna
Please,
see
over here, we need
Hands
help.
up!
Alright.
Relax.
Wow, that's dark without the flashlight. They also changed the look of the flashlight a little bit, by the way.
Civilian good to go for
Something about a brighter center, less of the edges, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But, we cannot pick up this pistol. That's interesting as well. Oh, you can hear yourself stepping through the blood. That's pretty crazy.
Jam the door.
This
Door
time,
jam
though,
ready.
we can actually make use of the wedges, so that's good.
jam ready.
And they do manage to do that. I'll wedge
Jam the
that
door.
door as well, the one leading outside.
Door jam here.
Alright, and then we'll continue.
Get on the ground now.
That was the one who ran away.
Block that door.
Wedge here.
Alright, so
Stick
far
with
so
the
good.
door.
I'll get this girl.
Door jam ready.
I'll block some more doors and then we'll enter
What
through
the
here.
hell? What did I do?
Civilian is secured.
Talk to entry team. Roger. Trailers.
We actually might block both of these because these two doors both lead to the same room.
Jam the door.
But there's another one on the other side. So if we block off this, we can make a circular motion through the entire map. And I think that would be ideal.
Door jam here.
Alright.
Cover
Ah,
this area.
we already
Roger
ran
that.
out of wedges. That sucks. Now, luckily,
Copy that.
I did bring some of my own.
Open for business.
And I'll have enough to basically, I guess everyone gets 2 now. I do love them so much that I might just have to give everyone one of these things. Actually, we should have removed this. We could have left this one to go, or we can just circle around the other way since this area is now completely blocked off. We do need to check this door.
On my 6.
Roger, I'm coming to you.
That is super dark. No trap. And that is clear. Alright, so we can go back the way we came. We'll have probably one more suspect in here, or maybe 2. We do need to check this.
Police, hands up.
There's a civilian. He's not screaming or crying for help, so he's probably all alone by himself. That is good to know.
Please, over here, we need help.
Put your hands up.
Need to check this corner. Alright, so we have a door here, an open door there.
Put your hands up.
Alright, that guy surrendered. Ah, there's another door here now. That is interesting. That is new. Alright, I like that. This map really could use some extra entrances. So that one on the side. Now we can enter this
Down on your
this
knees.
building. Essentially, we can enter it from
You need
north,
to relax.
south, east, and west. All
Hey,
around. That's
asshole,
pretty good.
not me.
Civilian cuffed and
Now what is also cool is that you can carry these guys now. So we could actually pick this guy up. Like that. And we could deposit him somewhere. We could throw him, or we could just drop him. I think dropping him is better, but we could just move these guys around. If they're in front of a door, for example, you can just pick them up and get them out of the way. That is really, really useful. That is a change I quite like, but that was already in there a little while ago. That's not part of this patch, but it is super, super useful. Now, we have a door over here which looks closed. That leads to the kitchen. Unfortunately, we don't have the wedges left to actually block it off. So that is something we're going to have to deal with. No traps. Or we could just leave it open and hope nobody comes running through. We could also give it a quick check. We've been quiet so far, and nobody should be alert to us. This looks pretty clear. Of course, there are some dead angles that we cannot check properly, but we'll get there. Ooh.
Put your hands up.
That is too bright. It reflects off the windscreen too of the screen too much. The glass window, I mean. That is kind of
Civilian
interesting.
contact.
Like, you just kind of blind yourself at these windows. That is not great. It's not as it was before, and I cannot say if I'm a huge fan of it or not. Or even like I don't have much experience shining flashlights at windows, so I don't know how realistic that is, but it seems to me like that is a bit of a problem that should be fixed. Or at least, at the very least, it should be less extreme than this, because you're basically blinding yourself to whatever is behind it. Now with this broken window, you can just look through it just fine. You see, like the cutoff, that's really extreme. This is still glass, so it should still have that same effect on it, even though it's broken. Alright.
Hands up now. Drop your knees.
Alright, well, it's a good thing we
Stay where you
got this guy from behind.
I don't have anything. Let me go.
Civilian is secured.
Talk to entry team.
Alright, so the kitchen and the outside areas are still... Is that... That is a dead dog. That sucks. Gets me more than the humans, man. I'm sure the humans also didn't deserve it and all of that, but... Huh, there's no way to get around this bar now. This is closed up. That is not the way it used to be. However, it does mean that this kitchen is contained into all directions except from this one that we already passed. So if we enter here, that should not be a problem.
Provide cover.
Copy that.
Alright, that's a bit of a weird jiggling animation that they have with their legs, but...
It's unlocked, sir.
Alright, we'll breach with a kick and clear
Ram the
with a
door.
flashbang.
Deploy flashbangs.
Roger that, sir.
Let's knock this door down.
Setting flashbang.
This will never get old. Move through that door.
Get on the ground now.
We've got a dead suspect here.
This is talk. Affirmative, entry
Oh,
team.
two of them.
Low light deployed.
The suspect has expired.
Talk
Now we
reporting.
could restrain these guys
Roger, entry team.
again, but this guy is not faking it. That guy is also definitely not faking it, but I think both of them have been reported. This is really interesting material because it kind of does block your view a little bit. The AI is on point as well with their shooting. And this is different from how it used to be, because apparently they've had an update to how accurate they are with their shots. And they've checked all the corners as well. That is quite nice. This guy has got this area checked. That guy is kind of covering him. He is kind of, yeah, checking that area. It's not too bad. I don't dislike it, though this area is definitely a trouble spot. And these guys moved quite deep into this room, but they're both covering an angle. This guy is kind of covering this area, that guy is covering the other side. That's pretty good. I still much prefer if they just kind of moved into the room, like two of them stayed here, two of them stood there, and then would you know, wait for me to tell them where to go after that. But they would from there dominate this entire room, basically be able to see into here, into here, into here, no problem. And they don't just run off into areas I don't want them running into. So yeah. Anyway, we're not done yet. We have more people to find, maybe even another suspect. I'm not quite sure about that, but this area seems pretty clear. But there is still a civilian in the cashier area. I've got a dead person over here. I see, is that a shadow or just rot in the wall? I think that's just rot in the wall. Alright.
Fall in.
With you.
Get ready.
That guy was not there before. Holy shit. Holy
We've
shit.
got a dead suspect here.
This is talk. Roger that.
He was not there before. I did not miss that.
Stay quiet.
That is super weird. I got lucky there. Really lucky. I think I got hit, but
Civilian is secured.
I'm not entirely sure.
Copy, entry
Didn't
team.
give him the time
Notifying
to
trailers.
run away though. We cannot report this guy. This guy is super fucked up, obviously dead. Super obviously dead. Alright, so yeah, I guess that guy was in a dead corner somewhere and I didn't see him. I guess he was in here, then he walked over here in between the time I needed to get through that door. But that is this area taken care of, which just leaves the outside. Now, what I would prefer here is to go back to the front and then just move around from the outside. Because we know the outside or the front of the outside area is clear, because we've been there before. And if we were to go out on the other side of the building, I'd have to clear left and right, which is just problematic, you know. It's more angles to check, and from here it is much more controlled. So I quite like this approach. We could do it for reload as well. Some really dark mood lighting, man. It would be cool to have a map in pure daylight, but I think actually one of the new ones, the party map, is exactly that. It is as a bright outside. But I need to check because I haven't seen the final art pass. I was just going off of the white box version of the map, and also there was the Pizza Hut thingy. The Pizza Hut map. It's not called Pizza Hut, of course, but it sold pizza.
Police, hands up!
Is that?
Put your hands up!
That is not a human, I think. This area changed as well. So quite a oh, it's a cutout. Yeah. I remember that cutout from the first time I played this, and I was on this map. I was in a dark room. I thought I was in front of a suspect, so I started hitting it in melee, and it turned out to be one of these cutouts. So I was just kind of like, I was, you know, I was muscle jabbing this this cutout in the dark, which is super stupid, but hilarious as well.
What the fuck? Go after them, not me.
Civilian good to go for evac.
Alright, so we can go around here. This door is not openable. This door was openable in the past, and I think it still is. It seems like it. It's mirror blocked, unfortunately, so we cannot really see into it.
Unarmed contact. Be advised.
I'd like you to please stack up on that.
Affirmative.
And then we'll open with a flashbang.
Toss a flashbang.
Roger that, sir.
And it's not clearing actually, but yeah, open and clear. Yeah, it says open and clear, I guess. But
Moving up.
yeah, they do move in.
Make this get ugly.
Police,
Put your hands up.
Make him secure.
We'll give this one last try and see if they actually manage to handcuff him this time.
Done. Zipped up and ready to go.
Ah, okay, yeah, that works then.
It'll be okay.
Talk to entry team.
Not me.
Copy that. Put him on safe and let him hang.
And that was the last guy. So probably not a perfect playthrough because, well, nobody died. I did get injured though, so that is going to cost me points. But we got an A. A for effort. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. I will be playing more because I'm excited about this AI update. It's just so, it has so much potential. So, yeah, thank you guys. And I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.